First things first, every word problem, we begin by reading the question. So, can you tell me in a phrase or in a word, what is it that we're looking for in this problem? What is it that we're looking for in this problem? Exactly. I'm glad that we can be really in a consensus here. Yeah, we're looking for the missing number. Just keep things simple, guys. Keep it simple in plain old English as you understand it. I'm just looking for the missing number. I don't know if this is an average problem yet. Heck, this could be a geometry problem. This could be a distance rate time problem. I don't know yet. But starting with the question, it just says, hey, we're looking for the missing number. What is the missing number? And that is right there. A. Okay. Now, everyone, in terms of the information that they give us, what do we know about that missing number or the list that it belongs in? What do we know about that missing number?
And before we continue, one of the main frustrations that so many people have with the ASVAB is not knowing what to study and how to study to begin with. So if you're one of those people that can do a good job if everything's lined up for you, then go ahead and join our program. We have all the classes, all the recordings, all the courses with practice questions, with videos, and you can text me all the way up until you pass. So that's how it works. It's very simple, straightforward, and it gets you to the score and the job you want. Check out the link in the description of this video to learn more and sign up now.
What are we told about that missing number or the list that it's in? What do we know? Jesse says the mean is 9. We have the number of numbers and we have the average, Landa. Gemma says we have the mean and the number of numbers. It makes the average 9, Farah. So yeah, you guys are all correct. All of us are correct so far. Those who are sharing, we're saying, hey, the following set of 6 numbers. Okay, so they even tell us how many numbers there are. Even though we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can count, but just to confirm. And then it says has an average of 9. Okay, can everybody, pop quiz time, write the formula for finding mean. Write it out as specifically as you can in the way that you know it. Please, pop quiz time. You got 15 seconds. 15, 20 seconds. Go ahead, type it out. What is the formula for finding mean? Let's see if you can do it from memory. Don't look at your notebook. Try not to. See if you can write it out. The sum divided by the amount equals the mean. The sum divided by the numbers equals the mean. The total divided by the number of numbers. Cool. And we'll keep working on being able to dish this out automatically. But yes, it's going to be the short way that I would put it would be the total divided by the number of numbers I'll move this to the side over here, equals our mean. So let's plug in what we have, everybody. What we have is this. We have the number of numbers. Hit me in the chat box. What's the number of numbers? Right, that's going to be 6. And then what's the mean? What did they give us, everybody? The average, the mean is 9. So for those of us that were a little confused about that, let me write this for you at the top of the screen. Mean is the same as average. Just wanted to make sure. I know most of us know that, but for the few of us that haven't had that much practice yet, and you didn't know that, mean and average, they're synonymous. So if they say average, that's a keyword for mean. So there we have it. The total divided by 6 is supposed to equal 9. Everyone, what does the total have to be then? What does the total have to be? Yeah, the total has to be 54. If you're taking some number and you're dividing it by 6 and you're going to get 9, you have to be dividing 54 by 6 to get 9. And if you want to confirm it algebraically, sure, we'll go ahead and do it algebraically. We can multiply both sides by 6. And that's going to give us, right over here, cancels out. Our total needs to be 54. So that's when we take a look at the numbers as we have them, and we'll say, okay, we need to have this group of numbers add up to 54. Okay, sounds good, coach. Let me just go ahead and write the A right over here. And then let me write out the rest of the numbers that I have. Because I'm going to have 11 plus 9, that's 20. 20 plus 9 is 29. 29 plus 6 is 35. 35 plus 17, if you're afraid of that, just do 35 plus 10, 45. Then add the 7, 52. So you don't have to add by the 17 all at once. Again, you can go 35 plus 10 is 45 plus 7, 52. Break it down into two easier numbers instead of one ugly, intimidating number. Again, that's a little bit of mental math. Again, if you're in the program, you know that we spend quite a bit of time going over the mental math part of it to make your life so much easier. If you're in the program, please don't skip the math basics. It's for your own good.
And so, whether this is your first or 50th YouTube video of mine, it doesn't matter. Why don't you join me for a live class? That way you can ask questions, raise your score, and get the job you want for free. Again, I host classes once a week on Zoom, typically on Mondays. So go ahead and click the link up there, down here somewhere, register for free, and you get my free practice test that has video solutions so you can learn from every mistake. That's what it's all about here, my party people. I want to help you succeed, so don't hesitate. Sign up for free, and then let's get back to this problem here. Let's keep raising our scores.
So we have 52 so far at the total. Everyone, I'm not going to do red there. Let me use lavender here, or blue. We have 52. What does A have to be to make 54? Right, it has to be 2. It has to be 2. So if this is supposed to equal 54, we could, if we wanted to show it, we don't really have to, but I will. We can go ahead and subtract it from both sides. And boom, that's going to give us A equals 2. So that missing number is going to be 2. And if we plug 2 back in, best believe when we did all the math, we'll get that 54 divided by 6 will give you 9. And there we go. And there we have it.
And as always, my party people, thanks for watching. You can subscribe with that button right there, and you can also see a link to a video just like this one right up there. But most importantly, if you want the program and you want to raise your score the right way, every step of the way with my support, there's that link at the bottom left. Go ahead, click that link, watch the video on how the program works, subscribe, and raise your score.